Hello, I'm Spring's Insanity without the sanity, and I'm really tired of people telling me I'm losing my sanity when I had already lost it ages ago. For Nerf Mending 6, I have a bunch of blasters suffering various difficulties, some of which I've never seen happen. So this should be interesting. Before I do the first one, I'm just gonna start with this little piece of crap, because for some reason it's bothering me that I can't get this battery door off, because the screw basically melted when I tried to take it out, and now I gotta drill it. What batteries do you contain? Oh my lord! Oh! Ah! It's stuck to the contact? No! It took the contact spring with it! Okay, that's garbage. Next, the Sonic Series Clear Green Proton that works, but that right there, it doesn't return very easily. Fires just fine though. Relubricating it did not work. I suspect this was left pulled back for so long that the return spring is worn out, so I'll have to cut off a section of it and bend a new loop to add tension. Oh. Yeah, there's a notch that holds this back that was very worn out, so I tried adding a little bit of super glue to it and filing it. Still seems like it's not doing great, and I did cut off a section of the return spring. That helped a little bit, and I found a part in here that was heavily rubbing against this, so that's why it will return pretty much every time. And it fires great, so yeah. Next is a Recon. That's in relatively good condition, but you'd never know what's wrong with this unless you watched Nerf Hunt 14. You'd never be able to guess, anyway. It doesn't get enough travel to catch, and I feel something squishy back here, which I'm hoping is a dart. It was a dart! It's jammed right here in front of the catch. Oh man, that thing's not coming back. I'm just gonna toss that out. And of course it works fine now. That was a really easy fix. I love it when that happens. Next is a barricade. I know people pick these up at thrift stores because they're good for the motors, but I won't be scrapping this one because it's in decent enough shape, and it's also my first barricade I own, so I won't be doing that to it. This one actually turns on, and the motors spin and everything, and it's fine. The flat wheels are a little bit off-center. I'll fix that while I'm in here. The major problem is it really doesn't want to rotate. It was bad when I got it, and now it's just kind of stopped altogether. Judging by the fact that the screws have poked through the plastic on this side, and it's missing the tactical rail piece that holds attachments on right here, I don't think I'll be the first person to take this blaster apart. I think I may have found something directly contributing to making the cylinder immobile, and that is rusted on. Like, this cap is supposed to come off, like back here. You can see the slot is also filled with rust from that. So, yeah, I'd be willing to bet that's why this isn't rotating. Great. And now I know I'm at least the second person to take apart this blaster. The last one is a Stampede that won't even fit in frame because it's so large. This spent most of its life outside. As you can tell, the other side is noticeably sunbaked, and the trigger proves that. The problem this Stampede is having is it will fail to cycle, and when it correctly cycles and fires repeatedly, the rate of fire is extremely slow, and it won't even fire darts. Yeah, it just failed right there. Sometimes it fails after it cycles a couple times as well, and I shut it off and it will restart. Normally this is a sign of low battery, but I had put several sets of D batteries in here, not just Amazon Basics, which is hard for me to do because I love Amazon Basics so much and I don't like other brands, but I really wanted to get this working. Nothing else worked. There's definitely something wrong on the inside of the Stampede, and it probably has something to do with the internals getting gunked up. I've always wanted to modify a Stampede, but unfortunately, it looks like this version is the tapered plunger tube version, indicated by the gray air restrictor assembly on the breech. The black air restrictor assembly is the non-tapered version, so these are the newer ones, and I have a black air restrictor assembly Stampede, but that's my only other Stampede, and it's in much better condition than this, and I don't really feel tempted to switch out the internals. Oh, it's connected by wire. That's not what my other Stampede had. Oh, haha! There's a torn up dart. That would stop it from cycling. What the heck? I don't remember this bundle of wiring mess in my other Stampede. The motor is very corroded, so it's probably no good. I'm gonna try to clean it. I think I've also figured out why it won't fire darts. You see that streamline head sticking out? If I can pull that out of there. Yep. Was that the only one in there? What the fuck? Looks like someone had a jam, tried to use a pencil, lost the pencil in the blaster, tried to use another pencil with a grippy on it. That's not gonna work. Why? Interestingly enough, this plunger tube is not tapered despite this being the gray air restrictor version. So I don't know how to tell which plunger tubes are tapered and which are not. I'm so glad the plunger tube was not tapered. I wouldn't have cared if it was, but now that I know that it isn't, I will definitely be modding the crap out of this Stampede.